What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my next video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to draw hands, or the best methods that I use on how to draw hands. And usually I do kind of like a tedious method for drawing different cylinders and shapes. And this is kind of a way of finding out how to position the fingers when you're drawing fingers, and it's kind of a way of warming up and practicing, because most artists pretty much warm up before every piece anyway, even though it looks pretty ugly. But it's kind of a method that you have to do to kind of get the fingers loose and to be able to get the fingers and be able to bend them in the position that you want to bend them in. So I'm doing just a few cylinders, just a little exercise practice. And try to make sure that you take the cylinders and bend them in any position that you pretty much want to put them in, whether it's forward, backwards, side to side, just to get the general idea. Now for here, I'm laying out the hand, so I'm going to pretty much start with making a box, and also kind of like a different type of shape for the thumb. Now right here, when I place the little arc shape, that's kind of the way the hand is, because all the fingers aren't the same size. So the best method for making fingers is to make that little arc shape around anywhere outside of the box area, just to make sure that you, especially if you're practicing, to keep the fingers pretty proportionate. It's kind of like you're making a half circle. Right now I'm just darkening them up. And the thumb for the side, always the box always kind of tilts off. Now for this next one, I'm going to make the hand by drawing the box in a slight perspective, to kind of still warming up and placing the cylinders within the box from different angles, just to get the gist of it. And always I'm placing the cylinders, drawing the fingers of cylinders. Since the fingers are going down, I'm just going to draw each of the cylinders going down, and the farther you go in perspective, the farther that you can't see. So that's why you can't see the cylinders further out. Now hands aren't that difficult. It's just the more you practice, the easier it gets. You just have to practice every day, different shapes and triangles, and looking in the mirror and taking pictures for reference. Now for this next one, or the next three images, I'm gonna create a full-on hand for each one, and I'm also going off a reference to draw these, because I can't draw from my hand the same hand that I'm writing with, I guess, depending on which angle the hand is in. So starting with the box shape. And for these, I probably will explain a little bit through it, and then as it gets more in there, and once you kind of see how I put most of it together, then I'll probably just speed it up for each one. But right now I'm doing the same method with the box, then also putting the cylinders. put it straight in. Next cylinder for the other part. And since the hand is kind of like the fingers are kind of closing up, you kind of draw the cylinders kind of tight in there. You can't see it because it's out of view, out of camera, and you can't see with your eyes, so you're kind of just drawing it behind the other cylinder. And I think, yeah, and I'm going to add ink to these also to define it more, just so you can see it a little bit better. It's always better to outline it with the pencil first, so if in case you make any mistakes, you can change it up, and then later on go back with a pen to fix it up and clean it up a little bit. Then later on you can erase the pencil strokes and then have the fine pen line. And I think right here I'm going to speed up a little bit. Now for this next one, I'm going to be drawing the hand from the palm. And sometimes I'll start with a circle, usually where the thumb is, since I'm drawing the inside of the hand. And I'm also going to have the fingers also closing in, kind of a similar angle from the first hand that I drew, but this is from a forward angle. You can kind of see the bottom of it. Now usually when especially since I'm going off reference, I'm looking at it, I'm trying to draw the shapes and find out where the shapes are going to go for the fingers, and you're kind of figuring out, and you just kind of have to just throw the shapes down on the paper. Like you see how the hand is, just throw the shapes down, and later on you can fix it up, change it up, add different things to it. So right now I'm drawing the I guess more like squares for the fingers. Now because the fingers are bending in, adding those extra pieces but kind of overlapping each other, because the fingers are closing, so you want to overlap them. It'll look funny at first, but once you finish the entire hand, it'll look better. Most drawings always look funny when you're starting out drawing them, and then looks like weird, probably like a chicken or something, but then once you finish it, it looks like an actual hand. You just have to finish it up. And always make sure you overlap the shapes, because not overlapping the shapes won't make it believable when you're trying to make sure that the finger is looking like it's farther away, even though it's kind of forming into a fist. And when you always sketch out, you're sketching out real light, and then you're going in darker in areas that you kind of want to keep. Here I'm erasing some of the parts now just to clean up a little bit, because sometimes too many lines will get kind of confusing. So you want to keep as less lines as possible. You don't want to be too sketchy and there's just lines everywhere. You want to keep it fairly clean, just so you can be easy for you to follow through and see how the rest of the image will turn out. Now I'm going to ink this, and I'm going to do one more hand. So I'm going to speed up a little bit. And that's all I have to say for this video. If you want to see more like this one, just like, comment, subscribe. Enjoy.